Yu Ziyu stood outside, his gaze calm as he observed the figure seated in the room. As if sensing his presence, that person spoke up, his voice carrying no trace of surprise. At last, you've come. Without a word of nonsense, Yu Ziyu struck. Countless roots shot out from the void, transforming into razor-sharp spears that lunged straight at the man. Faced with the fierce and overwhelming assault, he remained seated, unnervingly calm, with no intention of moving. Yu Ziyu's attack suddenly came to a halt, the sharp root tips stopping just half an inch from the man's throat. His voice turned cold. Half-step rank 6, huh? Even so, if I wish to kill you, you won't escape. The man, however, showed no displeasure at the words. Instead, he responded with remarkable tact. The entire heavenly court has already been swallowed into your void. Where else could I possibly flee? Yu Ziyu's curiosity was piqued. Who are you? The man replied honestly. I am the guardian of the Technique Pavilion AOU. The room was filled with towering bookshelves, storing countless techniques. AOU continued his introduction. In the Technique Pavilion, there are currently a few notable divine abilities. The strongest in offense is the 3-head 6-arms technique, while for defense, there's the diamond indestructible body. With that, he lifted his head. Which one do you want? Yu Ziyu's eyes were sharp as blades as he stared at AOU. Don't change the subject. Why is there always dragon aura emanating from you? In an instant, AOU's aura shifted. Surging spiritual power burst forth from his body, carrying a crushing pressure. I am not only the master of this technique pavilion, but also a member of the Dragon Clan, bearing the bloodline of Chaofeng. Chaofeng, one of the 9 sons of the dragon god in Eastern mythology. Yu Ziyu's eyes widened, scarcely believing it. Right before him, AOU transformed into a colossal dragon. At the same moment, a line of text from the system appeared in Yu Ziyu's mind. Race, Dragon Clan. Rank, Extraordinary rank 5. Innate bloodline, Chaofeng bloodline, 3rd son of the true dragon, an auspicious beast capable of avoiding calamity. Innate talents, Omen sense, can accurately sense and discern good fortune and disaster. Tempest control, as a dragon-blooded being, can create and command violent winds. Titanic body, physical strength far beyond normal comprehension. Dragon roar, a roar akin to that of a true dragon. Unleashing boundless dragon might. Facing the enormous dragon, Yu Ziyu asked, You clearly possess the bloodline of a true dragon. Why stay here? A golden ring suddenly appeared around AOU's neck, faint patterns visible upon it. He answered honestly, because of this. The system revealed its identity, the beast's subduing collar, a treasure capable of binding any creature. So that's how it is. Yu Ziyu finally understood. He then revealed his true purpose. This time, I didn't come for those little divine abilities you mentioned. With that, Yu Ziyu took out the yin-yang dual qi. I have 2 important questions for you. First, where is the other fragment of the Taiji diagram? AOU spoke plainly of what he knew. Decades ago, when the spiritual energy here revived, the Kata star region suddenly erupted with violent fluctuations. In that moment, the Taiji diagram was shattered. Recalling that terrifying scene, he continued, it broke into 3 fragments, scattering across the starry skies. This is one of the 3. To find the rest is like searching for a needle in the vast ocean of stars. Yu Ziyu frowned, his sharp gaze unchanging. The second thing, I'm here to ask about one she transforms into 3 pure ones. AOU was slightly taken aback, his narrow eyes narrowing even further. The next instant, he shifted back into human form, turned his back to Yu Ziyu, and said, Then you've come to the right person. Yu Ziyu was startled. AOU turned his head, his gaze locking precisely onto Yu Ziyu despite facing away. Follow me. Could it be there's truly news? Yu Ziyu couldn't help but feel a surge of excitement. AOU walked ahead as he spoke, his back carrying an air of mystery. Of course. One Chi transforms into 3 pure ones was originally one of the 3 great divine abilities of the Heavenly Court. At this point, he suddenly lowered his head. But when you see it in a moment, don't be disappointed. The two descended deeper underground via a stone staircase, stopping before a massive arched gate. Passing through it, they approached a stone statue of a giant turtle carrying an enormous steel upon its back. "This is what you're looking for," Aoyu said. Immediately, Yuziyu sensed something amiss. "What is this feeling?" Staring at the steel radiating a gloomy aura, he felt an inexplicable unease rise within him, as if something far more terrifying than he could imagine was waiting ahead. Aoyu raised his head. "Don't say I didn't warn you. The number one divine ability of the Tao sect, one chi transforms into three pure ones, has been passed down for tens of eras. But it has long been incomplete." His voice echoed through the vast chamber. "The record here is only 1/10 of the full technique. In addition, the Heavenly Court's other two great secret realms each have a similar stone steel." Yuziyu frowned. "There are still 2 Heavenly Court secret realms?" "Of course. And even this one here is only a replica," Aoyu replied, his figure beginning to blur, faintly revealing the phantom of his dragon form. "In our dragon clan, we also have a similar steel." Yuziyu was astonished, but Aoyu seemed far from finished. The corners of his mouth curved slightly as he went on, but that's not the most important thing. His eyes seemed to look into a boundless starry sky as he spoke slowly. "In the past 10 eras, the number of people who have truly succeeded in cultivating it does not exceed 5. Yuziyu clenched his fists, his heart shaken. In a single era, geniuses were as numerous as the carp crossing a river, yet over tens of eras, fewer than 5 had mastered one chi transforms into 3 pure ones. Finally, Aoyu added, "The Tao sect has an ancient decree. Anyone who can master one chi transforms into 3 pure ones will be recognized as the rightful master of the sect. That person will stand above even the Tao sect's holy sons." His eyes narrowed beneath the wrappings over his face. "But perhaps, in my lifetime, I will never see that day." "Step back, Aoyu." Yuziyu suddenly stepped forward. Aoyu turned around in puzzlement, a doubtful expression on his face. Yuziyu didn't explain. He simply walked toward the steel. "Perhaps. You will see it," he said, finishing the half-sentence as he approached the turtle statue. "The very thing you've longed for your whole life." Yuziyu raised his hand and pressed it against the steel. The next instant, his hand was flung backward, his eyes widening in shock. What just happened? Yuziyu stared in disbelief at his hand, now transformed into roots once more. The stone steel before him possessed a terrifying defensive mechanism. Aoyu narrowed his eyes slightly and said calmly, "The steel has yet to acknowledge you." But Yuziyu refused to give up. His eyes blazed with determination as he summoned countless roots, roaring, "I will succeed." Without hesitation, he poured his entire strength into a single, heaven-shaking strike upon the steel. A thunderous explosion resounded, spiritual power erupting into a blazing golden radiance. The devastating aftershocks swept outward, sending billowing clouds of dust into the air.